everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this lecture we are going to see the important slope deflection results. Okay, these results are very important for you because in competitive exam they will give you the different kind of a beam and they will give you the different kind of a loading, and there will be four options. They will ask you to find the slope and deflection. So you must have to know these standard result in order to save your time by solving it and by calculating it. These are the standard and basic slope deflection results. Okay, so we will start with the cantilever beam first. This is our first case. This is the cantilever beam is subjected to the concentrated load or the point load at the free end. In that case, what will be the slope and the deflection in this beam? Okay, so first we will see how this beam will deflect so that it will be more easier for you to understand how this slope and deflection works. Okay, so the beam will deflect in this manner. So you can see that at the fixed end the slope is 0, means the theta at A will be equals to 0, and at the fixed end the deflection is also 0. Deflection means y is also 0. Okay, but at this joint this is free, so here slope will also be there, theta b, and here deflection will also be there, that is yb, or you can represent or del b. Okay, so what is the slope at b? Slope at b will be equals to theta at b, means the theta at b will be equals to wl square by 2ei. Okay, and what is the deflection at b? Deflection at b will be equals to wl cube by 3ei. Okay, next we will see our second case, that is the cantilever beam subjected to the movement at the free end. You know that at the fixed end the value of a slope and deflection is 0. Okay, and it is subjected to the clockwise movement m. So in that case the value of a slope at the joint B will be equals to ml upon ei. Okay, ml upon ei, and deflection at the joint B will be equals to ml square upon 2ei. This is m. Okay, so this is our second case. Next we will see our third case, when this is also a cantilever beam and it is subjected to the UDL over the entire span. In that case the value of a slope at the joint B will be equals to theta b will be equals to wl cube by 6ei, and deflection at joint B will be equals to wl की power 4 upon 8ei. Okay, so the beam will deflect like this. In that case here will be the deflection at B and the slope at B, theta b, but here the slope will be 0 and the deflection will be also 0 at the joint A. Okay, next we will see a fourth type of loading case on a cantilever beam, that is the UVL. When this kind of a UVL is applied on the cantilever beam, the value of a deflection and the slope at joint B will be equals to, first we will see the value of a slope at joint B, that will be equals to the wl cube by 24 ei. Okay, the value of deflection at joint B will be equals to wl to the power 4 upon 30 ei. Okay, this is 30 ei. So these are the slope and deflection value for the joint B, and for the joint A the value of slope and the deflection is 0. Similarly in this case the value of slope and deflection at joint A will be equals to 0, and for the joint B the value of a slope will be equals to wl cube by 8ei. Okay, and the value of deflection at this joint B will be equals to 11 by 120 wl की power 4 upon ei. Okay, so this is our fifth case, and we have discussed the cases of a cantilever beam subjected to the different kind of a loading and the moment. Next we will see for the simply supported beam the value of a slope and the deflection. So this is the simply supported beam subjected to the UDL at the central point. Okay, in that case the beam will deflect like this. Okay, and there is a slope theta A at this joint and the slope theta B at this joint. Okay, this is theta B and this is theta A. and the deflection here will be maximum, that is y max, or y at c will be maximum, and at the maximum deflection the value of theta here is 0. Theta here is 0. So we will write the value of a slope at the joint A and B. At point A and point B, the value of a slope is same because the loading is applied at the central portion. But if the loading does not apply on the central portion, or it is applied somewhere at the beam, then in that case the value of theta A and theta B may not be equals to same. Remember this point, this is same because the loading is applied at the central point. Okay, so its value will be equals to, and this is central point load. Okay, so this value is equals to WL square by 16 EI. Okay, this is the value of a slope at A and slope at B, that is WL square by 16 EI. Next we will see the value of a deflection. Okay, so the deflection value in this case will be equals to WL cube upon 48 EI. This is cube and this is 48 EI. Okay, so this is our 6th case. Next we will see for our 7th case. This is the simply supported beam and it is subjected to the UDL over the entire span of the magnitude W kilonewton per meter. Okay, so this beam will also deflect like this. In that case the value of slope here is theta A, and here the value of slope is theta B, and there is a deflection at the central point. If this is the central point C, then the deflection at this point will be equals to maximum deflection, and here this value of a slope will be equals to 0. Okay, so now we will see the value of a slope at A and slope at B. Okay, the slope at A and the slope at B will be equals to WL cube by 24 EI. Remember this, that the slope at A and slope at B will be equal because the loading is applied over the entire span. Okay, next we will see the deflection at a C, that is the maximum deflection, and it is equals to WL की power 4 upon 5 WL की power 4 upon 384 EI. Okay, remember this is 5 WL की power 4 upon 384 EI. 384 EI. Okay, next this is our 7th case. Next we will see our 8th case. This is our 8th case in which it is the simply supported beam and it is subjected to the UVL over the entire span, and the U load is increasing uniformly and then decreasing uniformly, and maximum at the central point, that is C, or at a distance L by 2 from both the ends. So this is a symmetric UVL. So the value of a theta at A and the theta at B, means the slope at A and slope at B, will be equals to 5 WL cube by 192 EI. Okay, 5 WL cube by 192 EI, and the value of a deflection at point C will be equals to WL की power 4 upon 120 EI. Okay, WL to the power 4 upon 120 EI. So this is our 8th case. Next we will see our 9th case. So this is our 9th case. In this case, this is a simply supported beam and it is subjected to the concentrated load W. The value of a slope at this joint A will be equals to theta A will be equals to W into B in bracket में L square minus B square upon 6 EIL. Okay, and similarly for the joint B, it is W into A L square minus A square upon 6 EIL. Okay, if you are talking about the joint A slope, then here the value will be B. Okay, B, and it is also B. And when it is for the joint B, the value will be A in both the outer and inner side. Okay, remember this. Okay, this is the formula of a slope for the joint A and the B in the case of a simply supported beam subjected to concentrated load at the span A from the left support and span B from the right support. Okay, so the value of a deflection at this point D will be equals to WA square B square upon 3 EIL. Okay, its value is WA square B square upon 3 EI by L. This is our 9th case. Next we will see our 10th case. So these are our next cases. So we will see first our 10th case, that is this is the simply supported beam subjected to the moment at the one span. In that case the value of a slope will be, this will deflect like this this moment will try to deflect this beam like this. In that case, the value of here it will be theta A and here it will be theta B. So the value of theta A in this case will be equals to, means the slope at A will be equals to ml upon 6 EI, and the value of slope for the joint B where the moment is applied is equals to ml upon 3 EI. Okay, we will see our 11th case, that is if this is a simply supported beam and it is subjected to the moment M at both the ends. So we will see the value of a slope at the joint A and the B. This beam will also deflect like this, and here it will be theta A slope and here it will be theta B slope. Okay, so the value of theta A will be equals to theta B because the load is because the moment is applied at both the ends. So theta A will be equals to theta B and it is equals to ml upon 2 EI. Okay, ml upon 2 EI. So this is our 11th case. Next we will see our 12th case, that if this is a simply supported beam and the moment is applied at the central portion. Okay, if the value of this moment will be equals to m and this m moment is applied at the central portion, then in that case the value of slope will be like this. Okay, so here it will be theta A and here it will be theta B. If this is joint C, then it is theta C here. Okay, so in that case we will see the value of theta A, theta B and theta C. So the value of theta A will be equals to the value of theta B because the moment is applied at the central portion. When the loading or the moment is symmetrical or it is applied at the central portion, the slope at both the end will be equal. Okay, in that case the value of theta A will be equals to theta B and it is equals to ml upon 24 EI. Okay, and the value of slope at point C will be equals to ml upon 12 EI. Okay, half of this slope. Okay, ml upon 24 EI and ml upon 12 EI. Next we will see, this is a fixed beam. Consider this is a fixed beam having fixity at the end A and the end B. Okay, and it is subjected to the concentrated load or the point load W at the central point C, means let us this point is C. Okay, so this beam will try to deflect itself in this manner. Okay, so the value of theta here is 0, deflection here is 0. Similarly, the value of theta here is 0 and deflection here is 0. We have seen earlier that at the fixed joint the value of slope and deflection is 0. So the deflection here, that is at the C point, will be the maximum deflection, or where the maximum deflection the slope value will be 0. At the maximum deflection the value of a slope will be 0. We have seen earlier in case of a simply supported beam also. Okay, so the value of a slope at the joint A, B and point C will be equals to 0. We will see the value of I will write here for you, so that the value of theta A, theta B and at the theta C will be equals to 0. So the value y at C will be the y at C is the maximum deflection. So we will write the value, that is y at C will be equals to WL to the power 3 upon 192 EI. Okay, its value is WL cube by 192 EI. Remember one thing, that the deflection at C of a simply supported beam will be equals to 4 times of the deflection at C for the fixed beam. I will show it to you. This is very important point. Okay, so here you can see this is a case of a simply supported beam subjected to the central point load at the central point load at the point C. Okay, in that case the value of deflection is equals to WL cube upon 48 EI. So if we multiply the value 4 here in this formula, similarly this case is same because this loading is subjected to the central point load at the point C, just the support is different here. So you can establish one relationship that the deflection at the simply supported beam for the same kind of a loading will be equals to 4 times of the deflection of the fixed beam. That's why you can understand that why we use the fixed kind of a beam. We use this fixed kind of a beam to reduce the value of a deflection. Okay, so that's why the value of the fixed beam is preferred over the simply supported beam to reduce the value of a deflection. You can see that the value of deflection at the simply supported beam is 4 times the value of deflection of a fixed beam. Okay, so this is the concept of a deflection, and that's why the fixed beam is preferred over the simply supported beam to reduce the value of a deflection. Okay, next we will see for the second type of a loading in the fixed beam, that is the UDL. When the UDL is applied over the entire span, in this case also the beam will deflect like this. It will start deflecting like this, somewhere away from the joint. Okay, so this will deflect like this, and at the central point, that is C, the value of deflection will be maximum, and at the maximum deflection the value of slope is 0, and the value of slope and deflection at the fixed end will be equals to 0. We have seen earlier in our previous cases. Okay, so we will write the value of here, theta at A, theta at B, and theta at C is equals to 0. Okay, theta at A, theta at B, and theta at C will be equals to 0. So the value of a deflection at point C will be equals to WL to the power 4 upon 384 EI. Okay, so we will compare this value of deflection with this similar kind of a loading for the simply supported beam. Okay, so for the simply supported beam, see here, this is the case of a simply supported beam subjected to the UDL over the entire span. In that case, the value of deflection will be equals to 5 WL to the power 4 upon 384 EI. Okay, so the value of a deflection in this case will be, the value of a deflection in this case for the simply supported beam is 5 times of the deflection in this case of a fixed beam. Very important relationship, remember this. Next we will see one important case, that is not the standard result, but this is generally asked in some competitive exams, so you must have to know this. Okay, so the value, if this is kind of a loading is given to you, and this is a cantilever beam, you can see this is a cantilever beam fixed at one end and free at another end, and the load is applied at somewhere at the span A from the left support and from span B from the right end. Okay, this is the value of a load, that is P. If it is asked you in the question to find the value of a slope and deflection at this point, in that case you have the formula for this kind of a loading, that is the W loading at the free end. Okay, but if the loading is applied somewhere at the span of the beam, in that case you have to find the slope and deflection at the point B. So what you will do, so what you can do is, this is a deflected figure of this kind of a beam and this kind of a loading. So it will deflect here like this, and after this point it will deflect in a straight manner. Okay, so you can say, if this line is straight, you can say that the slope at point B will be equals to the slope at point C. Okay, so the value of a slope at point C or B will be equals to WL square upon 2EI. Okay, this is the value of a slope at point B or at point C. Okay, and if the question it is asked you to find deflection at C, in that case what you can do, deflection at C will be equals to, here it will be deflection at B, this is YB. Okay, so this will be equals to YB, and this is the additional deflection, I have written it as Y2, so this is Y2. So YC will be equals to YB plus Y2. This is equals to the deflection at B, and this is the additional deflection. Okay, so the deflection at C will be equals to YB plus Y2. Okay, and so we will write the formula of deflection at B will be equals to, this is the case of a first type of a case. If you can neglect this portion, this is the first type of a case, simply supported. This is the first type of a case in which the cantilever beam is subjected to the concentrated load at the free end. Okay, so the deflection value at the point B will be equals to WL cube upon 3EI, and the Y2 will be equals to the theta B into the B. Okay, so the value of B will be equals to WL cube upon 3EI plus theta b. Theta b, that is equals to WL square upon 2EI into B. This is all about today's lecture. In today's lecture we have discussed the different types of a beam and the different types of a beam subjected to the different kind of a loading, and the moment and the value of a slope and deflection for that different kind of a support and beam. Okay, hope you have enjoyed it. If you like this video, then please like and subscribe our channel. Thank you.